Hey, Christy Mattoon here with Mind Rewire. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is well today, and I pray peace and love and joy and all the great things over your life. I want to talk today a little bit about what we call resistance and then all the emotions that fall underneath it and how it actually gets trapped in your system. Because there seems to be a lot of confusion surrounding this, and I don't even know if it's confusion, it's just people get so stuck on this idea. And there's no reason to be. This is really super simple, and this is the easiest way I can explain it, is that the neuropeptides, and by that we're talking about the chemicals of your system, right? The cortisol, the adrenaline, all the neurochemicals that happen when you have an issue that cause you to have stress. Those neurochemicals, if you don't wash them out of your system, meaning do something different to make yourself feel different, to put different neurochemicals in your system, those negative neurochemicals will get stuck if you don't wash them out. Wash them out means putting something else in the system. You have to change out the chemicals inside your own physical body. When you do that, you will feel different, right? So if I'm like full of cortisol and I'm full of adrenaline and I'm all stressed out, and we have so many different names for this, frustration and anger and hate, I don't even know, list them all, sadness. There are a ton of different words for all of this. All of those things that are in that level of lower vibrational states, of lower emotional, right, what we would consider the lower emotional range, are resistance. What are they resistance to? Your higher self. Resistance to the higher self. The body itself has been taught something. The body and the brain have been taught a way of being. And if that way of being includes staying in a stress state, you are going to stay in a stress state until you change it. And it's a choice. It's crazy how easy this is once you understand it. The choice is literally, what else can I think about that will take me into a state of relaxation, a state of peace, a state of flow, a state of joy. And that starts by making a decision to think about something else. And then the chemicals flood your system because you're thinking in this higher plane, right? You're thinking about something that makes you feel good. It's different than thinking about something that doesn't. And then it flips. And then you say, well, I do that. And then all of a sudden this other thing comes back. That's the subconscious programming of it. So then you have to get in there and you have to move around the programming. And it's as easy, literally is as easy as sitting with your arms and legs crossed thinking about something wonderful. Think about the level of things that you would like to see in your life. And do this easy. Do it in a non-general, non-specific way. What makes you feel love? What makes you feel gratitude? What makes you feel hope? What makes you feel joyful? Think about something simple. Don't make it complicated. The brain doesn't need the complex stuff. It wants something simple. It actually operates on a more simple narrative than we try and force into it, which is part of what jams the system up, as we're making this harder than it needs to be. If you can do it in a very general way and start with things that are easy, what makes you feel good? Standing on a beach, feeling all the little grains of sand underneath my feet. I actually really love that feeling. The warm sun beating down on me. I like the sound of the howler monkeys in Costa Rica. I love that noise. I don't know why, but I find so much peace in it. So when you think about something that makes you feel good and it opens you up into a different range of feeling, cross your arms and legs and just sit there and bake in that feeling. Crossing your arms and legs opens up your brain into a different state, right? It'll throw you straight into a state of high alpha. And in that state, you wedge open the subconscious door. And if you sit in there long enough, you're going to start to change the nature of the way you feel on a permanent basis. There has to be some kind of habituation to this, alongside just putting it in your subconscious. And we want the instant answer because that's what we're told we can get. And you can, if you are focused enough. It takes a very conscious, focused effort, even if just for a split moment. That focused, conscious effort can change everything quickly. Most people can't focus that long. Most people won't focus that long. So you take the road a little bit longer, but you can still get there, of habituation. And I feel that thing that makes me feel good. Or put your hands over your heart. Come into your heart space. It's even faster than a whole brain state. Put your hands over your heart and drop that feeling into your heart and try and feel it from a heart state. If you're truly in your heart, you can't think. All you can do is feel. And so in that state, you sit there just feeling for that feeling, and then you let it grow bigger and bigger. And it will change out those negative neuropeptides. It will wash them out of your system faster than pretty much anything else I've ever seen. I worked with a lady this morning. I forget where she was from. Really cool lady. Now I have to go look and see where she was from. She was from Finland, and just stuck. Like, had a laundry list of stuff she's done before, from somatic healing, like a list. She gave me a list of stuff, and she's like, I understand all this, I just can't make any of it work. And she was missing key pieces. It's those little key pieces that most protocols aren't giving you. The key pieces are literally your heart. Be in your heart. If you're in your head, you're in polarity, you're in duality. This world is no longer, I mean, it's three-dimensional, but it's no longer the 3D world. Most people are trying to get into that 5D space because you can feel it. And it's a different space in this 3D world. And it changes the nature of who we are. And if you're not changing the nature of who you are, it's hard to be there. It's hard to get there. So you have to level yourself up in feeling. And you have to start general, start easy. Do something, think something, feel something, and the feeling part is more the key here. Feel something and take it into your heart space. If you're only thinking about it, you're missing part of the equation. Do you understand? So we take it into the heart space and we feel it, feel it, feel it. And unfortunately, this is something that a lot of us were taught not to do. Don't feel your feelings. Don't pay attention to that nonsense. I don't know how many times I heard that. Stop crying, right? What's wrong with you? And you're just sitting there going, like the emotions are overwhelming, and you're trying to pack them down because you don't want anybody to see you cry. In my case, I didn't want anybody to see me laugh. I was too embarrassed to even laugh in front of people. And so you have to get to a place where you can allow those emotions to express and you can be there with it. And enjoy it. Do something that feels good. Don't do things that don't feel good. Don't be around people that don't feel good. This is for you. This is your life experience. And if you up your life experience, everybody around you will start upping their life experience. But if you're constantly putting all of your energy and your awareness and your work into other people, you miss out on your own life experience. And then people will look at healers, people like me, and say, well, what the heck are you doing? I am doing this purely for me. I ain't doing it for you. And that's the funny truth of it. The more I do this with you and around you and because of you, the better I get. And it's purely self-motivated. Isn't that nuts? I figured this out years ago when I was healing from my obesity, my overweightness. And I figured this out, that the more I concentrated on myself and I took care of myself, the better things around me seemed to get. And even in bad states, I stayed okay, which was so interesting because I didn't allow myself to any longer go into those negative ranges so quickly or stay there as long. And the more I do this, the more I recognize if I just stay in a state of gratitude, no matter what's going on, nothing appears the same. This is the 5-dimensional reality. It exists in love. It exists in gratitude. It exists in, and it's not the airy-fairy thing that we used to think it was. It's a very, very concrete, solid energy, which isn't concrete or solid, which is crazy. So I would encourage you, know that you're the creator. You are the creator of your reality, 100% of the time. Own all of it. Have fun in all of it. Enjoy all of it. Be aware. Be aware of all of it. Create from source energy. You can just use universal energy and funnel it through you and create what's around you. I'm in a hotel room right now because I was in an event this weekend that I believe I manifested. The event itself didn't turn out kind of like I thought it was going to, which was interesting and weird. But the things that showed up were more powerful than the things I was looking for, because I was just open and aware. And I was just I got pointed this direction, so here I showed up. So know that you're source energy. Know that you create your reality. And know that you're able to create with that source energy. It's yours. It's what you're made out of. The negative emotions compacted turn you into matter. The positive emotions open you up in expression, like move your energy. They get everything moving, make you feel light, make you feel wonderful. It's just an easier way to exist. Yes? I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that helps. Type below. As always, you can reach out to me. I do private sessions with people all the time. I also have a healing group that runs on a monthly basis. It's a monthly reoccurring thing where we do the work. We actually do balances. We do the work. I walk people through steps to get you from A to Z. And it's just a continual ongoing thing. So you can jump into that at any point that you want to. It is a $50 recurring fee for that. So if you're interested in that, please let me know and I'll shoot you the link. Let me know in an email, Christy@mindrewire.com. All right, I bless you. I also wanted to say I'm about to introduce a new app to the marketplace. It's going to be the Mind Rewire app. It's going to be a 6-week, what would you call it? A 6-week kind of challenge, like literally a challenge. This is only for people who are already somewhat aware. If you're a beginner, it might not be so much for you. But if you are a person who's been doing some of this stuff for a while and you're just not seeing the results that you want, this is a 6-week challenge to get you there a little bit quicker. And it's going to turn into an app. So keep your eye out for that. I'll keep talking about that as we roll along. I bless you. Thank you for being here, as always. And I will talk to you again soon.